The Edge putting rail by Eyeline is one of the easiest tools to use, and quite frankly, it is like a daily vitamin that you should be doing every single day. You cannot use this product too much. I repeat, you cannot do this too much. It's impossible to overdo it. So first and foremost, I'm going to tell you a little bit about how I use it as a player and as a teacher. So what I do is I set the putting rail right on the target line, and we got to make sure that, when you set it up, let's just say pretend that you accidentally just lay it down and you're not being mindful of where it's aiming and you're hitting and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm missing, but you're just missing simply because of the fact that you're not aiming it at the flag. So try to find like a straight uphill 5-foot putt, 6-foot putt, because hitting those putts in from this distance, that's where you can start to really move your handicap, because these are like your up and downs after you've tried. If you've missed the green and you've chipped it, these might be the wedge shots that you stuffed in there on a par 5, and you're just trying to set up and hit this putt from about 5 or 6 feet and just see essentially like how many you can make into the hole. The other way that I use this is I use it with the back part of the putter, trying to make sure that the back heel is staying flush against the putting rail. That ensures that the face is not twisting, because the face determines 93% of where it goes. So by doing this, I'm ensuring that my path is correct, and I'm ensuring that my face angle is correct. Two really, really important parts of putting, obviously. So the other question that I get a lot of times with this putting rail is essentially, Kyle, are you hitting a putt that's straight back, straight through? Or are you hitting a putt with an arc? The putting rail is set at 70 degrees. So the tilt of the shaft, right, is roughly 70 degrees. So as that putter is going back, it's arcing in and arcing around this kind of half circle, just like a golf swing. If I take a golf swing back, you would see that the club head works in, and the putter is no different. The only time it would go straight back and straight through would be if the shaft was sitting up and down at 90 degrees, which it's not allowed to do because the USGA has made a rule that there has to be a certain tilt in the shaft of all golf clubs. So this is on a a little bit of an arc when I'm putting this, and I'm just going to try to hammer in as many putts as I can and really build that muscle memory or that myelin in my brain to feel what's real. The other part that's really nice about it is these notches. So when you set up and you go back, you would see this little notch right here on the putting rail, and as I go back, I'm going to try to match the face to that notch. So this is another way of me visually seeing if I'm flaring the face open and closed. And then the final piece of this training aid is making sure that my symmetry of my backswing to forward swing is the same, because just like a pendulum, we want this thing to go back and forth and just fall by gravity. We definitely do not want any hit in it. So if you find yourself going back to here and through to the far notch, and they're not symmetrical on either side, that's a no-no, right? So we don't want that. So use this thing. Like I said, you cannot do this too much.